What's going on, guys? This is Steve back with another What Sold video. If you're first time here or you're new to my channel, I am a reseller on eBay and Poshmark. This video I'm going to show you 15 items that I picked up at thrift stores and that I sold on eBay and Poshmark. Now, I'm going to tell you what I paid for them, where I got them, how long they took to sell, what they sold for, and my approximate net profit. So this is a great learning tool, whether you're new or experienced, to see things to look for when you're out in the stores. And I know right now is kind of a bad time because nobody's able to go out sourcing, but lock them into your memory, and once we get out there, hopefully you'll learn something new. So let's get started. I'm going to put them up on the screen and we'll go through them. So this first item is a Notre Fighting Irish coffee mug. It's a vintage mug. It was kind of like a cream color, and it's got the gold rim and a gold stripe on the handle. I paid 50 cents for this at a local thrift store. This one took a long time. It took about a year to sell. And finally sold for $18.95 with free shipping. And I only netted about $7 because with the free shipping and mugs, usually come in a little over a pound. So shipping was about $8 or somewhere in there. Alright, next item is a DeMarini Diablo baseball glove. DeMarini is a great brand in baseball. They typically will sell higher than like your Rawlings and your Wilsons, whether it's gloves or bats. Not all of them, so of course you have to run your comps. So this one I paid $3 at a thrift store. It was marked 6, but it was half off day. Sold in 1 week. Sold for $47.75 plus $8 shipping, and I was able to just fit it into a padded flat rate envelope. And I netted approximately $37. Next up, another great brand to look for, Merrell. This was a youth shoes, size 4.5, so it was a little kid's shoe. Probably like someone that's that size, maybe 10 years old. But either way, I picked them up at the thrift store that's local to me. That were usually $5, and it was half off day, so I paid $2.50. And it took 2 weeks to sell. Sold for $17.75 plus $8 shipping, and I netted approximately $12. So not big money, but they sold in 2 weeks, and I knew they would, so I'm not going to pass on that. Next up, something very unique, and I had never seen it before. It's called a Nada chair, N-A-D-A, and it's basically, it comes in a bag, and you open it up, and it's a back and a bottom, like L-shaped, with these straps and some sort of lumbar support traction device. I don't know exactly how it's used, but I don't know, but it had comps, so I bought it. I bought it for $3 at a local thrift store. Took 2 months to sell. Sold for $24.75 with $7 shipping, and I netted approximately $17. Next item. This was a home run. Big time. M. Missoni is the brand. It was a very nice handbag, shoulder bag, had like a chain strap. When I saw it at the thrift, at that point I had never heard of this brand before, but I could tell it was quality by the hardware, so I comped it. And I never found exact comp of this bag in the store, but that brand, M. Missoni. Now Missoni, which I think is like a sister line of that, I'm not really sure, I don't remember, but some of those can be very cheap. But the M. Missoni, this bag had some serious comps for those bags. So I paid $4 for it at Goodwill. They obviously didn't know what this was, because otherwise they would have priced it more. My Goodwills definitely do that. And it took almost 1 year to sell. So it took a long time, but it was definitely worth the wait. It sold for $175 with free shipping. And I even had best offer on this, and they just bought it outright, full price. So now, I don't know exactly, I didn't look it up, if the rates, because sometimes they'll do like handbags, will have no final value fee, or over a certain dollar amount, you have a discounted final value fee. So I'm not sure on this one. So at minimum, I netted approximately $140. If there was any sort of discount for a handbag, or for the amount that it was, then I would have netted a little more. But let's just call it a $140 net. So M. Missoni, $4 into $175. That's great. Next item, pair of Wrangler men's cowboy cut These are the 937 STRs, size 32 by 32. They were like in mint condition. Got them at a local thrift store when they did the $1 clothing sale. So they cost $1. They took 2 months to sell. Sold for $18.75 plus $7 shipping, and I netted approximately $13. Next up, Donald J. Trump Signature Collection tie. This went out to a viewer, Carissa. Picked this up at the bins, so maybe it was like 50 cents or so. And it sold for $13.75 with $3.50 shipping. And it netted approximately $9. And she bought it, she never said nothing, I didn't realize it was her. Otherwise I would have gave her a discount. So Carissa, thank you. Next up, Papermate Pink Pearl Premium Erasers. The packages were dated 2006. So 13 years old, 14 years old. Not vintage, but they were like 25 cents I think each at the local thrift store. So I grabbed them up, figured I'd get something out of them. And they took 6 to 8 months to sell. I don't really remember, I didn't look that one up. So for $12.95, free shipping, and only netted about $6. Okay, here's something that's a pretty decent seller. Batteries and the chargers for digital cameras. This was a Canon, the CB2 charger with the MB11 battery. And this went to a Canon camera that I had that was no longer any good, but I still had the battery and the charger. The battery did charge, so it was good. So I have zero cost into it because it came from a camera we used to own. Took almost a year to sell, so it was on there for a while. So for $15.95 free shipping, and I netted about $9 or $10. Next up, another Scattergories Games sold. If you watch my videos, you saw me pick up 4 of these at a local thrift for $1 each. They sat for a few weeks, almost a month or so. Nothing moved. Then all of a sudden 1 sold, and then 2 sold, and now this is the last one to go. Guess what's going on now? People are buying up games. So $1 took almost 2 months to sell. Sold for $17.75, free ship, and only netted about $6 or $7. Okay, here's a nice jacket, Under Armour. It's a quarter zip. Had like a fleece inside, but it wasn't a heavy jacket. It's like a tracksuit jacket. Picked this up for $3 at the local thrift on a half-off day. Took 3 months to sell. Sold for $19.75 plus $7 shipping. I folded up. It was over a pound, so I went into a padded flat rate. And I netted approximately $13. Okay, here's something that I always like to get and I always look for when I'm in the thrift stores. I always check the belt sections. I look for the embossed like this, the Western style belts. Or, I look at the buckles. Even if it's a junky belt and it has a nice buckle, I'll buy that, throw the belt out, sell the buckle loose. This one did not have a buckle, or it might have, and maybe it was a bad buckle, and I threw the buckle out. I don't remember. But I think I got this at the local thrift when they had a whole bin of belts and it didn't have a buckle. But either way, it was a nice Western. It was in mint condition. Paid $1 for it. Sold for $17.75 plus $4 shipping. It took about 3 to 4 months to sell, and it netted approximately $13 to $14. All right, here's something I've been selling a lot of. It's jeans. My store, I get them really good priced, so I've been sourcing a lot of jeans, and they're selling pretty good. This was a brand new with tag, 505 straight leg, and I actually found these ones at the Goodwill bins. When I saw those tags, I was surprised. So at the bins, mine's $1.75 a pound. A pair of jeans is maybe, a pound and a half, depends. So let's call this $2.50 I paid for it. Sold for $24.95 plus $8 shipping. Took about 3 months to sell, and I netted approximately $18. So, that's typically where I'm in for most jeans. The price range as far as net is around that $18 mark. Because for used jeans, you got like some that are selling in the 20s, and then the upper ones are gonna be like 30 or 40. Hard to find ones that sell for more than $40 used, but they're out there. All right, here's something that's always good. This is a Harbor Breeze universal ceiling fan and light wall command. It's like a remote control for ceiling fan. The package is all yellowed and old and open, but it was never used. I could tell by the wires in the back were never spliced. And once you took it out of the yellow package, the plastic, the unit was nice and white, so it was good. So I paid $2 for this at a local thrift store. Took 2 weeks to sell. So for $26.75 plus $6 shipping, it was just under weight, so it was still first class. And I just put a little bubble around it and put it into a padded envelope. And I netted approximately $20 on this. So that's a good flip. Here's a box of vintage super bright Christmas lights. Just a small string of 20 bulbs. It was new in the box. I think I got this at the Goodwill. Got this at the Goodwill bins. So by weight it was probably like 25 cents. You know, maybe not even 50 cents. Took 2 months to sell. And surprisingly, it's now March and it sold a few weeks ago. Or it's now April actually, but it sold in March. And sold for $9.95 free ship. So I only netted like $4. So it was just a quick, you know, one of those things that you saw it at the bins, you couldn't leave it behind. So that's 15 items. Now, my buy cost for these 15 items was $25.50. And after fees, I netted approximately $324. So I paid all my fees and shipping. I got my $25 back, plus an extra $324 approximately. So 25 into 324 with my money back. That's pretty good on 15 items. And 2 sold in under 1 week, 2 sold between 1 week and 1 month, and 11 sold in over 1 month. So typically my quicker sales are the bigger number. But for these 15, they were all, you know, long tail ones that sold, which I'm glad because they're gone, you know. And when I'm sourcing, if you comp right and, you know, you look at your sell-through rates, you know, you can find those fast-selling items. So I appreciate you watching. If you have any questions, put them down below. I try to answer everybody, and I'll see you in the next video.